going to do this very interesting thing about the Manhunting Lucky. So let me just quickly explain what happened. So right now, 10, and we are on the hunting for. Let me just quickly go for that. General Anderson. And as you can see, there are a few, just like usual, we have a few things, a few captains with talents to hunt down, and we are actually at the time that I'm breaking these videos. We are at the lucky part, but I actually play through all of them, and I want so that I can play through that again and make some video for you guys. Anyway, so in this week we are actually going to hunt down Lucky. And there's some of the backstories about Lucky. You can take a look at that. To reveal the location of Lucky, we need to go to Eastmore and do a few things: the control points, bounty, and territory control. So this is what we are going to do in this video. Before I begin, I'm just going to quickly show you what my gear set looks like. I'm trying different kinds of gear set, and this is actually the first time I tried this particular set. So I'm trying to do this gear set called the Hearbreaker gear set. So what happens is that if you have 4 items for this Hearbreaker, you will have this Heartstopper talent, which allows you to apply pulses on headshots, and then every time you hit a pulse enemies, you get some armor. You also add some damage that you can deal with. So I'm trying with that, and along with that, I paired it up with 2 other pieces. This one is the Coyote's Mask, which is very red, very offensive based, but it does add a little bit, not a little bit, quite a number of like critical hit chance, critical damage, depending on the distance that I'm dealing damages. And I'm trying to kind of level up the proficiency at rank of the 0F's chest piece, which is mostly good for shotgun damages, but like generally it's just like a nice defense kind of like set gear, because it has the perfectly unbreakable, which repairs your armor by 100%. So you kind of like a second life basically. And then instead of 90% that you get from the normal unbreakable, and then the cooldown time is 5 seconds faster. But anyway, the interesting thing I want to do is I'm also trying to level up this particular weapon, which is a SMG. I'll explain to you why I choose an SMG to pair with the Heartbreaker build. But essentially, the reason why I like to use this particular SMG is because it has the long under barrel rail. What it allows us to have is we can have the technician's focus or concentration. We can have the laser pointer, which only fits on the long under barrel, that allows you to pulse any enemy when you point with them. So that's essential. You can use I try to use other SMGs, but they don't really allow me to put that thing on. So that's why I use this particular SMG. And I'll explain to you why I like to use SMG in general for Heartbreaker set. But let's try the first part. So as I said, to unlock the location for Lucky, we do need to do a few things first. We'll start with the control point. If we pass by some of these events or activities, we'll do that, but we'll just do it as quickly as possible. And then we're going to do one territory control, and it will reveal the location of Lucky, and then we'll go with that from there. So I'm here. I'm going to go to the first control point. If you start from here, if sometimes you want to do a little bit of like bonus bounty, there's actually this guy here. He's going to give you 1 bounty. I think it happens like once per day, but it's not the goal in this video. So we just quickly go to our first control point over here. So our first control point is the Metro Ruins, which is actually underground. So we'll try to go from this little opening over here. The interesting thing about this, if you call for support, what you need to get first is actually open space. So say I can recall for support over here, I do need to climb over to some space with an opening like over there. So we'll do that. We'll quickly climb over here to find an open space. We are actually trying to fight against Black Tusks. So even though from normally speaking it's not going to be occupied by Black Tusks, it's going to be. So as you can see now, what I have is the SMG, and what SMG does the best is it has really high firing rate. What it allows me to do is I can quickly ramp up my armor and stuff. So I'm gonna pair it with the rock and roll, and sometimes with the SMG. Okay. So. Gonna get rid of this war dog. It's kind of getting annoying. There we go. Alright. So you see that sector green useful. Useful chest piece, because it allows me to quickly at least have a second life, so to speak, right? Something that I really like to do, have a little bit of survivability, of course. So this guy just have a support station. Make sure that he doesn't get a chance to use that, and the rest also won't be able to use it. Alright.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
You won't be able to pick my. Yeah, I think I won't be able to pick up my Stinger Hive. It's fine. It's fine. Another reason I like using the SMG here, besides quickly ramping up the armor and also the damage, is really to have a really stable shot. So you see that like the stability of this is really good. So that's something that I really enjoy doing. I think the one issue that the SMG has is it quickly runs out of ammo. Not as quickly as a shotgun, but still like not quickly. You need to refill the ammo and whatnot. So that's the problem. You need to reload quite a lot, quite often. And the damage that it does is not as as high as, for example, the assault rifle or any other thing. So you really want to have like a high firing rate to compensate for that. And Spectre is actually a good option for doing all this. Alright, so let's see what we have. Just destroy it. Let's figure out where the rest of the enemies are and finish them as quickly as possible. I think there might be one over here, or they are just upstairs. Yeah, they're upstairs. Right, so as you can see, the skill that I have for here is the Stinger Hive as well as a Defender drone. I think partly I'm using the Defender drone is really because I just want to add up the proficiency rank, because I've been using the assault drone for a very long time, and it's pretty good because it's something that you can use to distract your enemies and whatnot, right? But but that one I max out the proficiency rank very quickly, so I end up well, maybe I should change it to something else. It looks good. I'll just keep something that is maxed out. Maybe I'll use it sometime later on. So that is our first control point, so that's good. Now we are running towards the second control point, so it is here to avoid running into random stuff. Let's just go to a fast travel to one of the mission area and then just go directly to over there. Now, one thing that I like to do like during this like kind of manhunt periods is they tend to have a double or the ×2 multiplier for your experience. So it's a good time to actually play. If you want to rank up your or add up your experience. Alright. And at this moment, also there's an event for the apparel. And that requires, unless you are willing to pay a lot of money, the best way or the only way to actually get those cash key is to level up. I think it's about per 4 levels you get 1 level up. One of the cash key for the special event. So this is also a good time to get those as well. So it coincides with a lot of things at this moment. So I think it's a good opportunity, so to speak. So here we are going to the second control point, the sinkhole. We're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to call up our allies, and then we're going to push into the spawn points of this area. So there is a spawn point like around here, so in case you want to catch them off guard. That will be it. Another thing is there's also the as you see the ammo box, which is also a good place to stock up if you want. I think I can climb up over here. I should actually have a stinger hive here, just to kind of trap the enemies a little bit. So you can see the SMG is not the most powerful weapon unless you level it up or rank it up or do stuff. Otherwise, you don't always get to kill your enemy in one single round or one single magazine, especially for those elite ones. See the spawn point over here. And it's not one of us. And I should actually stay a little bit. So also be mindful about the medic, because otherwise you have unlimited amount of enemies in a way. Another thing is about the control point. The support station. It's also kind of annoying. They get their armor regenerated. Yeah, that is very annoying. So let's finish that. And we should be defending the control point while we are waiting for the other wave. Let's restock a little bit. So that's why this is a good, strategic point or vantage point. At this point, we have our stinger hive loaded back, so let's just make use of that. That's done. There's one guy over there. Let's go over there. Ah, perfect. Alright, so that's one guy over there. Let's help our allies a little bit. There's another war dog we never finished. So the warlocks do have weak points, so that's the back. It's like kind of the shooting the energy. I think that's like a battery pack or something. So let's get rid of that. Then one more enemy that we need to finish before we clear this. Oh, actually a few before we finish the checkpoint. If you really want, if you are really up for a challenge, I guess you can finish some activities first. And then make it into number 4, or the how do you call that? The risk level 4 or something. So that guarantees a few things. One is you always will be bleeding by the those elite enemies. And you are almost, I think it's guaranteed that you will get a named enemy. So if you really want to fight some named enemies for whatever reasons, having a level 4 or risk level 4 control point will be the way to go. So let's just I don't really need that. Oh yes, I do. It's a good way to go, but for you know, for just quickly go through, you know, the things, I think level 3 is good enough. I also heard that the new patch for Division, if you do a level 4 control point, you actually are able to, there's a chance that you will be able to get the exotic component. So normally to get an exotic component, what you need to do is you have to deconstruct one of the exotic weapons or gear. That's where you get those, and that means that it's a little bit rare, right? Because you don't know always get. Oh, let's pick this up. That's why I think it's a good addition that if you fight, you know, finish a control point level 4, then, but there's only a chance. It's not always. I try to complete a few level 4 control points. I don't seem to recall getting any of the exotic components. So I guess it's just it's also a little bit of like luck. Let's finish this guys up while we're here.
We're getting close. Shut up and shoot. You're going down.
Oh, there we go. Alright, let's keep running. There's a little bit of enemies over there. Let's finish them as well.
Damn, John.
Finish a few true sons, I believe. Right, what do we have here? Probably nothing useful, but we'll see what we have. Yeah. Right, let's keep going. So another commonly used not named, like those special gear sets that people tend to like a lot is the Hunter's Fury. I think a lot of people actually call them like the best solo PvE set, which I tend to agree. I tend to use a lot of those Hunter's Fury a lot because of the extra armor you get per kill and the health you get. So I think it's a really good option if you want to opt for like something more on the offensive side. That's it. This one has the very I kind of like to with the Hearbreaker you get kind of like a little bit of both worlds, because what you are getting is you're getting a some health stuff as well. Because the more you shoot, the more bonus armor you're getting as well. So this is something that it's kind of like a different kind of ramping up, I would say. And it's kind of funny to see how it works when you are fighting, say, hunters, and if you have a good high rate firing rate weapon, you will end up having your armor growing as you know as you're fighting against them, and it's kind of satisfying to see something like that. You know, when you're fighting up against hunter, the ability or the talent of a hunter's fury only kicks in when you actually kill an enemy, right? So that's something that you don't always get when you are fighting just one single enemy, right? Whereas here, if you are using a Hearbreaker set, what you are getting is anytime you're shooting, anytime your bullet hits your enemies, then you know the armor kicks in. So it's something that worth thinking about. You see, like it just like it looks like suddenly things just grow, and it's a very interesting, a nice feeling, I would say. And the spawn funnel here. Stinger Hive is doing its job, which is good. There's someone over here. Oh, there we go. Oops. Let's try. There's another spawn point. Try to use our rock and roll. It's good because the armor that I'm using, the 0F, amplifies the damage dealt by shotguns. So that means that if I'm using a shotgun, it actually is beneficial. So that's what we're doing over here. So we just clear the control point. Now we need to defend it, as always. Try to get some ammo back. Alright, so let's see if we can pick up these Stinger Hive and use it somewhere. So I guess once my once this defender drone is leveled all the way max up to the proficiency rank, I might try to rank up the healer drone. So this is something that I don't normally use. I used to use that quite a bit because the good about the drone is that it flies around. It helps to heal other enemies and my allies as well. If I'm playing with my friends, my buddies. But when you're doing it solo, then you know, like it doesn't really matter. I kind of like am curious to see if there's any benefit to use a healer drone versus a Stinger Hive here, or a defender drone. So let's make sure that the healer here doesn't actually keep spawning new enemies back. It's done. Maybe there are a few more over here. Alright, and let's circle back. Maybe this guy. Alright, so it's cleared. Now we're waiting. Let's destroy that guy. Pick up something. So right now, you know, every bit helps. Like when you are trying to level up your ranking and then try to add that little thing to all of your gears, every bit of the material counts. So that's why I'm trying to destroy everything or anything that I pick up any like kind of materials, whether it is titanium, other kinds of stuff. As long as, you know, I pass by, I just press square and I pick it up, and then I will use it eventually anyway. So it's, you know, it's everything. I don't want to waste any of those. All right, so we have finished 3 control points. That's the last one. We can choose to do this first, but as I said, it doesn't. It just adds another wave of enemies. It doesn't actually do much. So let's not ramp up the that risk level or whatever level it is. Just keep it as 3. So we have, I think, 1 less wave, and then we don't have named enemies. So right now I'm just fast traveling to Capitol Building and then circle back to this control point. So this control point is basically a big airplane. I think it's the Air Force One. I don't know. I think it is. So essentially, we're just going to fight another round of Black Tusk, but there's a chance that we have one of the toughest Black Tusk War Dog. So we'll see about that. Anyway, so let's try that. Let's do a Stinger Rifle here. Oh, I hit that. So that is that toughest war dog that you can see. I think it's if you play Raid, I think that's either Lucy or Buddy. I forgot which one it is, or both. So I'll explain why this is tough. Alright. Alright, so this war dog is done. So they probably will jump down from here. There we go. Frank them. So these guys have those like flying explosive drones, so they are actually more deadly than one would think. So I'm gonna make sure that they don't get to me before I get to them. Pick up some stuff on the way.
Reinforcement complete.
Alright. Those are the sniper. War dog. Let's go.
System disrupted.
So sniper war dogs also have different levels, right? Oh, let's do this guy over here.
System online.
Somebody shooting me. Never mind. I think the difference, like, you know, you have different colors, like the yellow, the elite one, and then the purple one. What they do for the sniper war dogs in particular is they will have one more wave of shooting. So I think it's like 3 shots per load for the elite war dogs. For the purple war dogs, they have 1 less. So you can actually count the number of shots before you can actually go towards them. So let's just get rid of the stuff. We don't really need that long time for that.
Location nearby.
Attacking the asset.
Alright, I think I should go back. Sometimes the issue about this like control point is you accidentally run into another event, like maybe a control point which is nearby, and then things get a little bit hairy. So try not to go too far away. Right, a few more over there. Hopefully that will be the end of it. So you can see how useful it is for an SMG paired with the pulsing thing. I mean, if you are very good, you probably don't need that long rail attachment. You just always do a headshot. But I think that's like this when, you know, especially when you're fighting a lot of enemies, you don't want to like perfectly aim all the time. This will be a good option, right? Just use this whenever you point to them, then they are pulsed. much easier and much more effective. Especially when they're far away, right? I mean, just body shot will help. Alright, so control point done. One thing that I remember is if you go here, all the way into, so let's pick up some ammo.
Access unlocked.
If you keep going, there is a place where you can pick up special ammo. So over here, that will become handy, either before or after this control point. So let's do this. Let's destroy this guy. Probably not going to be useful. Let's go to the upper spot and just pick up all of the. Oh, sorry, went too far. Just pick up all of the materials and destroy some gears to get more materials. Over here. Alright, so get in. Oh, I think I opened this like maybe a few moments ago when I was playing this mission. So now we are done with this. Let's go to the control point. So it's actually, sorry, the territory control. So it's close enough. So I mean, you can fast travel to the dark zone gate and then go, but I mean, it doesn't really give us too much advantage. Let's just run over there. I suppose you can do it in reverse. You can finish that and then add one risk level or whatever counter to this particular control point, but we just make things a little bit tougher, and it's not really no point to do that if you want to just quickly finish all those points and then get to Lucky. Right, so let's just quickly go over here. So for the control point, let's just do a stinger high over here. So I think for this particular SMG, it's one of the highest firing rate. It's 1200 RPM, so it's, I think only those that are like, most of the SMGs are like 900, 700s. So this is a really good SMG. Of course, like that means that your ammo, you need to reload very often. So that's why the first thing I did was use the magazine. To increase its the space of the magazine, so we'll have like I think 20 rounds more with the cost of maybe I think like 10% of reload time, which is like what 0.1 second or something. So it doesn't really change much, but I think the long one is actually a better way. Right.
Detected.
Got this. So for those of you who have just joined, thank you and welcome to my little streaming. So what I'm trying to do over here is try to get through the whole Lucky Manhunt. So far I have finished 3, it's actually 4, I think 4 control points.
Access key detected.
Did I just pick up 2 access keys? That is so funny. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I should actually go back. I think I remember there was a thing, but now we have this guy. Let's play this guy first. Alright, should be good. Let's go back to that area. There's this little catch. You see that little diamond, orange diamond? That's where the cache is, or gear stash. Let's just pick things up over here, see if there's anything useful. It's not. Yeah, it's alright. Let's just try it. Get some gears or stuff. So now we have finished all of the control points. The next thing is we are going to touch on the the bounty. So we need to go to bounties, trigger this, and then look for this one with the little yellow manhunt bounty thing. So we're going to look for Colin, Tick, Tiger, Fleeron. So let's activate this bounty and see where we can find him. Right, so he is up over here. So the quickest way probably is just going to run over to, let's just run over there. I mean, we can fast travel, but it's okay. While we are doing that, we can also pick up some ammo over here. Alright, let's pick some ammo and just run straight to our target, which will probably unlock our fight against Lucky. Alright. So for most of the earlier manhunts, like not this particular season, the way it works is you do a few of these activities, you hear a few playbacks of conversations and whatnot, and then you unlock the location of that particular manhunt target. But normally they are just showing up as a another bounty target. In these few manhunt activities, what happens is that let's help our allies a little bit. What happens is that you also reveal the location of that person, the manhunt target, and then the next thing you want to do is you are actually going to play a mission. It's in one of the missions, and then but they change the layout, change enemies. It's actually tougher. I tried, and that's how it is. So I think I shouldn't go this way. Can I actually jump back out? Nope. So what happens is that you need to go. There's only one entrance, so let's just circle back over here. Keep circling back. It's interesting that a lot of the places in this game you can climb, you can jump over, glide over, whatever. But like for this very simple, like just grass field, you can't. You actually have to circle around, which is kind of interesting or odd. Okay, so you have to come in from the dead center, which is here. I think I have everything maxed out, so I don't need to pick up anything like that. So go in, just like start tearing. So this guy, got pulse is fine. That's it. Get some gear stuff and keep going in. Just pick up some stuff here as well. Might as well, right? So go in here, climb up. Alright. So here there's a bunch. Let's throw our Stinger Hive in. Do some damage first. Oh wait. If I jump in, because I remember there's like a lot of... I thought, yeah, I dived away. Oh, hello. There's a lot of like war dogs and also mini tanks, so might as well do a little bit of damage before I jump in and get surrounded, right? Where was this inside? Okay, let's try here. Alright, I heard airbirds. Probably should dive away. Okay, cool. Let's see what we have. Some ammo. Go to the next area. Hello. One more guy. Do a little bit of restocking, and let's give it some time for my little thing to reload, a stinger hive. But as you can see, there's this guy standing right next to something that you can make it explode. Maybe we should do that. Let's throw a little grenade as well, distract people. And then while they are disoriented, let's just shoot that. Set someone on fire. Did someone on fire? Nope, nothing. That was disappointing. Someone throw something about pulsing. Oh good. Let's finish this guy first.
That's your target.
Okay, so that's him. That's actually not the target. So let's finish him as soon as possible. He does have the ability to heal himself, so but if you are quick enough, then it should be good. Okay, let's throw our stinger hive in. No, you are not. Alright, so this is the big guy. So let's try, now that we have a lot of this, let's try to use this. Did it do anything? Oh, that does something. Okay, let's try it again. And we can make use of a special amp. Why is it not pulsing? I think there's something wrong about the pulsing for the big guys like this. So that was unfortunate. It's okay. We'll still be able to deal with him. If this one can pulse, I don't understand. Like sometimes we can pulse, sometimes we don't. Let's just take advantage of him being pulsed. There we go. So there's maybe 2 more guys inside. We do need to finish them before we can move on. Let's use this.
You took out another one. Good job, Agent.
Okay, cool.
Lucky to Roma 1. Change of plans. Reroute mothership delivery to Fairview. I repeat.
Alright, so
Delivery to Fairview. Do not proceed to 270. Stay on 70 and await further instructions.
so we have revealed the location of Lucky, so that will be the next place that we are going.
Agent requesting
So let's take a
backup.
look. So Lucky is not here. We need to go to bounties, and you see the bounty shows up again. That's Lucky, and we need to activate the bounty, and it is at the airspace museum. So let's activate this.
Got a location on Mitchell, Lucky,
And
Woods. Get to
the
Air
best way
and
to do
Space
is just
Museum
quickly,
as soon as
fast travel there. Now, if I remember, of course we are again fighting against Black Tusks, and there will be lots of enemies. There was, if I remember correctly, there will be a bunch of snipers and a lot of war dogs. So we'll try to proceed with caution. So I think I'm full with ammo, so we're good. So let's, like I said, proceed with caution. Normally what I do is I will go somewhere here deeper and then throw a stinger hive to kind of like make sure that when they come close enough, at least I will be able to
Make sure your arsenal is fully stocked. Lucky is heavily armored.
be able to kind of save myself or defend myself a little bit. Okay, let's go there. Where's this guy? There we go. Alright, so that's that. There's also a support station, which is not going to be helpful. Let's see a sniper, which is also not very helpful. Okay, we gotta be strategic a little. Would I be able to reach that support station? Yeah, I can, so which is useful. Let's finish that support station first. And then one over. With the help of my little... They're here. Here, UAV, okay. Alright. This guy, so that no one gets revived. The Defender don't sector. this way. Wait. Let's just regroup a little bit. My defender drone is back. That's good. This one down so that they don't get to me. I see what's happening. Ramp up some extra ammo. Go back in and finish the rest up. This guy. There's one more. Maybe.
Armor is failing.
Okay, so there's one more, I suppose, right? Oh, it's actually my friendly ally. I don't know how they came in, but I mean, it's always good. I don't even know when I have a Stinger Hive over there, honestly. Anyway, it's fine. So let it reload a little bit. Gotta be careful. Here there's more enemies. We can throw maybe a grenade and see how things goes. So there is actually a spawn point at where I'm pointing at. I do want to finish this war dog first. Oh, this is the war dog. So you hear that? That's the crazy 360 thing, which is deadly. Actually, if you are in the trajectory, you can actually get slaughtered. So it's good that I'm in a target, sorry, in cover. Okay, so we are. So there's a lot of war dogs over here, but I think they're good. Also, we are running kind of low. Look at how quickly the ammo loads, like, racks up. Right, so this one is no problem. Where are we at? So we are down to 44. I think it's about time to do two things. One, Stinger Hive, and two, use our shotgun. So let's do this. Run, run, run. This guy's done. Let's get rid of our war dog over here. So one war dog is down. There's one guy over here as well. I think, yeah, the last one is just a support station, so we can get rid of that. Alright, so the next is we go upstairs. Let's pick up some special ammo. Oh, hi! Didn't expect you to be here. Let's shock them. Ahaha. Alright, cool. Let's continue to go up. We have 40 stock. So we are going to run inside. And let's throw a Stinger Hive to see how things goes. Hello. This is another sniper there. Why? I should be in cover. There we go. Alright, that's done. There's a lot of mini tanks. So the way to fight mini tanks is, of course, to shoot down the mini tanks. But actually, there's a person who can fix and control the mini tanks. Once you get rid of them, the mini tanks will just be headless in a way. So that's usually what it is. guy with the support station and someone with a healing drone or revive drone. We don't want that. Let's get rid of that. That's him. It's not gonna help. Let's try go a little bit closer. Go. Oops. Oh, so that's why. So I wonder if there's because there's just one guy staying there, and then all of the control of the mini tank will go to that particular person. Right, so finish that so that they don't regenerate there. Let's use our knife. Might as well, right? Someone over there, maybe? Yeah, there's a sniper over there. Alright, so sniper's good. I think there's just one more. Right, so that's that. What else do we have? Alright. So we're three There's three of them. So let's let low a little bit because the next area is going to be kind of like little observatory thing. So there will be a lot of enemies, and we'll use everything that is helpful. I think that's it. Let's go in. We can wait for it to load a little bit more, but we can throw a grenade to say hi to everyone. Actually done that. The good thing about having people, enemies' powers is that even with the flashbang, I suppose, you kind of still see them a little bit. Hello, hello. Oh, this is not going to end well. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so someone's gaining on me. Let's go a little bit. Maybe there's someone up there. Let's try it. Yeah, let's go. So there's this guy upstairs. It's kind of annoying. This guy first. Okay, that's done. Let's go over here and get a little bit of distance. There we go. Okay, so I think there's just one more guy. Is he upstairs or? Oh, there we go. Alright, so that part's done. Let's pick up some stuff. Is there anything we can pick up? Let's see what gears have. Good, crit damage. Typically, if you are looking for crit damage, the maximum you can get is 12%. So normally what I do is anything is above 11 I will keep, but I'm pretty full in stock for like crit damage and those gear mods. So I'm gonna pass unless I get a 12. It's possible to get a 12 in a challenging mission, but it's sort of unlikely. Oh, I remember this part. So this part, typically what happens is that I'm low in ammo. So let's see if I can actually last with this amount of ammo. But we'll see. Just do a little bit of this here.
Hostile in my sight.
Alright, so make sure that we get blown up by these. That I was actually on fire. Alright, good. Alright, so what's happening? So the good thing about these UAVs is that if you can shoot them ahead of time, they actually will destroy the enemies. In most cases, they will actually it's a one-shot kill. Oh, I'm running low on the ammo too. So maybe I should push a little bit. Of ammo pickup. How much do we have? Should be good for now. Alright, so we have that. And we're pushing into almost the last part. So over here there's I should actually pick up my sling hive. Alright, so there's probably the second last area that I need to fight through. Just wait for my sling hive to blow back in. How are we doing with ammo? So it's actually pretty good after all the picking up of stuff. Just wait until it goes 10 and then we can go into this area. Alright, I can already hear some war dogs coming in. I mean, war dogs are fine, but if they end up having a lot, then it will be kind of like annoying. So let's not have that happen. Okay, so that's one. There is a sniper thing. Uh-oh, let's go away. This guy. It's this healing thing. Let's get rid of that first. Alright, so that's the big dude. Let's try this. I hope it did something. Okay, so we are good for now. The war dogs needs to be dealt with very shortly. Let's do it one by one. That's one down. And the other one. And I'm also running low in ammo, which is okay. Just in time. So the next thing is, let's focus our Stinger Hive over there. And we can just inch in. Let's go closer to rock and roll. There we go. Alright, so that's good. We can get our Stinger Hive back. See what he has. That's not very useful. Let's take this one, see if we have anything. Nothing. I pick up some ammos and whatnot. So it's very important to remember that there is an ammo box over here, and it will actually become quite useful. So there's one here. So remember that. Alright, cool. So the next is basically the last area. We don't go into the last area like a normal mission does. This is the kind of like the last part. So we're gonna make use of the environment, take advantage of the high ground, finish a few enemies before things go crazy. Alright, so that's this. Make sure that you have no one behind. Finish the war dog, finish the war dog. Okay, war dog's done. This guy is also needs to be done. Alright, let's throw a grenade. So basically now it's just several waves of enemies. It'll get kind of annoying because it's just like a bunch. Oh. Alright, so that's this. There's one guy over there. Guy, can we reach him? Oh, we can. Okay, cool. So this, and then a bunch of war dogs again. Oops. This guy over there. Can we hit him? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, hi. This war dog is done. And make sure that this guy is also done. Oh, so that you see, it actually takes like half of their life or health. All right, so we are down to about 200 ammo, and it will quickly go down because of SMG. But remember, there was one part that we have the ammo box. Okay, so I remember that part. So this really needs to be dealt with the medic. Otherwise, they just have unlimited amount of enemies coming in, and that's not fun. So let's find the medic. Where's the medic? Oh, we also have our Stinger Hive, so let's just make use of that too. Ah, there's a medic, so let's finish the medic first. And I'm out of ammo, which is... Okay, so in this case, we are going to go back up and get our ammo back. So which is a little bit far away, but that's what it needs to be done. See like how quickly the ammo comes out. Like I start off like 1,000, right? And then SMG really eats up the stuff. Alright, so let's finish it up. If I remember correctly, we probably need just 2 reloads.
Got your back.
Alright, so that's one. Maybe that's one more. Oh, that's that guy. Alright, so there's maybe one more over there. It's hard to see. Oh, I think I see them. Over there. Alright, so
Rogue defender drone detected.
okay, so I think this is the time to fight the boss.
Defender drone detected.
I suppose the first thing we want to do is finish up the, you know, these enemies.
Hostile blinder firefly detected.
Okay, let's throw this thing high, this track. Okay. Where did they come from? So there's one over there. Set them on fire. And how can they be still alive? Alright, let's stay away. So I do need to have probably another round of ammo. So let's just go grab some. At some point the boss man is going to come up, or Lucky is going to come up. But before that, let's just try to finish up
Got one right over there.
the other enemies. Alright. So, where are we at now? Maybe over here? Okay, so boss man is up. Let's go up. Is he going back down? That is not fun. Okay, that's not the plan. Let's lure him back up, or we can finish some. Oops. Okay, let's try to finish that UAV thing.
Rogue defender drone detected. Hostile defender drone detected. Rogue blinder firefly detected.
Okay, so let's finish that.
Blinder firefly detected.
I think then we are down to Mr. Lucky. So use whatever we have. What do we have here? So we have some rockets. Let's use some rockets. Is it tracking? I think they are tracking. Are they? They are not. Okay, so let's go a little bit up, reload, and try it again. Let's use them all. Okay, what do we have here? We can use this guy. Blind the fire. See, like, I really don't mind him shooting as long as I'm shooting. And there we go.
Location confirmed. Mitchell Lucky Woods. Status deceased.
Alright, let's go down and take a look. What do we
Thank you
have?
for eliminating that threat, Agent.
Right, so that's Lucky. That's the last one if you are following the steps, because I reset the whole thing, so I need to go back. But hopefully I get a chance to finish all of them, and then I'll show you General Anderson, which is the last boss for this particular season. But before that, let's just go down and pick something up to see if anything useful. Probably not. Get some materials, get some gears. And there is a pretty good target. Let's see what we have. We have a high-end machine gun. We have a named weapon. Backgun boomsticks. Maybe I'll just get this. Alright. So I think that's it. Let's quickly wrap it up. Maybe I'll just stay here because right now there's really nothing to do except going back to the White House and listen to some tape. But other than that, that's it. There's no next area as usual at the Air and Space Museum. And you either just go back up the same way you go in, or you just have to fast travel. But anyway, I think, can I pick this up? Nothing up. Alright, anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you still enjoy watching me playing this game as much as I enjoy playing this game. Like, I mean, we are kind of at the very end of the storyline of Division 2. Honestly, I'm curious to see what else they have, but like, it's no point to keep adding new enemies and whatnot. I really hope that Ubisoft have, starting to think about getting a new version of this division. It has been, what, 3-4 years? So it might be about time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon again. Bye.